I can remember it like it was yesterday. I had finally saved just enough to get the perfect outfit for my cousin's wedding. In my mind, I had to get a dress that truly embodied the words of Coco Chanel. Dress shabbily, and they remember the dress. Dress impeccably, and they remember the woman. After searching several stores, I had finally made up my mind. As I entered the store, I walked directly up to the dress I wanted and asked for my size. As I stood and waited patiently, the sales attendant rudely told me, "This dress will not look good on your body type." She then proceeded to give me the most condescending and haughty look I have ever experienced. It was truly a day that I will never forget. How many of us can remember walking into a store and experiencing this type of ethos from a customer service representative? Or standing in a line waiting to be served, only to have a friend of the cashier get first preference over you? Can you identify with this? Can you imagine, can you remember thinking that you will never step foot again into that store? Is it possible that we are also guilty of rendering this type of service? Is there a need for a transformative initiative for service excellence? Or what about service that renders excellence and attendants who are diligent in executing service excellence? I ask you these questions today as I reflect on my experience and the type of service that was meted out to me on that fateful day. This experience further lends itself to the discourse to ask if this philosophy, idea, or notion that excellent, diligent service cannot be ascertained. Allow me to introduce to you to a new and innovative idea, not new in the sense of wording, but new in the sense of application, which produces a qualitative service excellence. Permit me to spend the next few minutes sharing on the theme of the pursuit of service through excellence and diligence. Now, when I speak of excellence, I am speaking of the attention given to details that give birth to superior performance that causes the realization of maximum potential and promotion in life. Service excellence is not stagnant. As a matter of fact, it is continuous and dynamic, and hence we need to make every effort to purposefully render excellence through the service that we provide. Service excellence encourages persons to go beyond basic customer service and empowers them to create a memorable service experience that customers will never forget. One noted author penned the words that today's excellence is tomorrow's mediocrity. You see, as life progresses, processes change, development occurs, and we need to continuously raise our standards to meet the current dimension of things, and of course, to stay relevant. A great example of this is Samsung. Samsung has embraced a holistic approach to service excellence. Now, you might be asking yourselves, how can excellence be rendered in service? We must not be afraid to boldly instill within persons that if we are to achieve excellence in service, then we must embrace diligence. Diligence is the purposeful, consistent, productive work ethic to accomplish a predetermined task with the possibilities of realizing an objective. Diligence is a rare trait in our culture. And oftentimes you find that people who lack diligence usually exude pitiful excuses and are oftentimes indolent. It is my firm belief that if we are going to create a paradigm shift and change the adverse imprint of poor customer service, then we must be willing to nurture a national culture of service excellence. Now, this can be garnered by incorporating several strategies. But for today, I'll just share with you 3 examples: training and development, measurement and benchmarking, and of course, leadership. There can be no doubt that training and development plays a vital role in service excellence. Abiyosin and Sultan in 2017 shared that training is an engine to promote employees' abilities, skills, and knowledge to perform their jobs more efficiently and, of course, effectively. It is further posited that training helps in updating old talents and developing new ones. I'm sure that all of us sitting in this room this evening are looking forward to having new and innovative talents. On the other hand, measurement and benchmarking encourages us to strategically improve personal as well as business practices against companies that we can identify as the world's best. The importance of improving rather than maintaining the status quo is a must if we are to achieve service through excellence and diligence. Effective leadership is that cornerstone that brings it all together. A good leader has a futuristic vision and knows how to make his ideas become reality. What is stopping us from attaining service excellence? There must be a holistic, service-centric approach. This is an attitude based on a commitment to serving others. But before we can serve others, we must be able to address the emotional needs of individuals. Emotional intelligence, simply put, is the ability to be aware of and to manage emotions and relationships. For example, many persons who we work with on a daily basis are either suffering from some serious emotional and psychological issues, and usually nothing is done to address this. Many times we hear the notion that when you come to work, leave your problems at the door. However, if we are truly to embrace a culture, a national culture of service excellence, we must be able to embrace emotional intelligence as well. We must be able to recognize the value of emotional intelligence and to make the effort to improve their standard and raise the bar of service excellence. Therefore, it is of great necessity and paramount importance that we have character training initiatives that manifest itself externally in attitude, behavior, and of course, approach. We must never be afraid to have a standard for service, always keeping in mind that today's excellence is tomorrow's mediocrity. As individuals, we must first have a hunger, a passion, and a drive for excellence. We must embrace a lifestyle and the mindset of superior performance that truly makes us realize that our maximum potential can be attained. We must believe that we can do it, and there is no one stopping us but ourselves. It is paramount that we build a concrete strategy, a plan, and we must implement it. Do not be afraid or do not limit yourselves. Work hard. Working hard and purposely focusing on your efforts, certainly you can embrace a lifestyle of personal excellence. A national culture of service excellence can be attained by the pursuit of service through excellence and diligence. How many of us sitting in here today are willing to improve our service through excellence and diligence today?